Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here and welcome on into a LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising set review. Today we are looking at set number 71796. This is the Elemental Dragon versus the Empress Mech, retailing for $129.99 USD or $169.99 Canadian. This was sent to me early by LEGO/Land to do a review for and became available beginning on June the 1st, I believe, at LEGO themselves, shop at home and in stores, and then also Walmart exclusively, at least for a few months. But I gotta say, reviewing these sets after watching the show, it does change my perspective of like the characters and even the dragons and mechs and different vehicles. It gets me a little more excited having seen them now. But let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at the set. So yeah, like I was just saying, having watched the show now, it sort of has changed my perspective of like this dragon. Like it was cool to see this in action and actually, you know, animated and moving around and fighting against the Imperium forces and things like that. So I have more of an appreciation for this set than when I built it. The wingspan of this is quite large. You can flap the wings around. They can also go back and forward and obviously up and down like you just saw. They're very cool, like the vinyl sheets here. You pop them out of the little plastic like you've seen obviously from other sets. But I like the design and the different scales that are on the wings as well. This energy sort of electricity pattern that they've got on the wings looks really great. I gotta say, my favorite part of this build is the chest, like the different shapes here. That looks incredible to me. All the different slope pieces there and how they've created that, I think looks really, really awesome. I think they did a great job adding a bit of bulk here to this dragon. Now you might notice I've got it standing on two legs. It's sort of possible for it to be on all fours, but it's not the easiest. You know, it's got little itty bitty arms there. The back legs are definitely very strong, but yeah, there you go. You can do it. I don't know, not how I would necessarily display it, but this doesn't seem to be staying up. I think that's just something to sort of criticize and note here. I don't know, that's not the best. The back leg is actually incredible here. It's got these two joints, and you can see as you sort of move it around and rotate it, it's so strange. I don't know how to describe that, but having those two ball joints connected at the foot, very weird experience. But I like the little sticker there that you've got, some of the scaling, as well as the different round parts. It's a very thick part right there in the front. I think that's cool. You can rotate the legs all the way around if you want to, and you can also bend it out like this too, so you can sort of have it different ways. You could pose it so many different ways. Even the feet there's so much articulation there in the back of the legs. The front little legs, not as much, or I guess they're more arms, but you've got some stickers there, same scales there, as well as this one here. I like the little sort of lightning slope piece there coming out of that, as well as the feet are the exact same builds, obviously, as the other side here, and they're just reflected. So that arm there is the same, that one there, it's just obviously a reflection of the other side. Like the tail pieces here too. These pieces look so great in trans yellow, and you can move the tail a lot here. It's very easy and very flexible. You can also bend it up and down there, and again, you're getting a ton of those pieces there. That's really great. I love how that looks here in the back of the tail. I think there could have maybe been a few stickers here to add to the scales and everything that you saw from before, but here with the sort of spot where the tail comes out of the body, you can see you got a bunch of those, again, sort of like we saw with the arm. I like how they've got these little spikes of different, like the lightning coming out of, even in the tail. You could see them all there, but it continues onto the body. And then on the back, you do have a spot, a little saddle there to put a figure so they can ride the dragon. It is very easy to remove that. You can see the top there. It's not very detailed, but it's fine. And then the neck here, we looked at it a bit before, but I really love the head here. That looks so cool, again, with the scales and everything there, the transparent and tan, that looks so great. Those little lightning pieces here as well. On the top of the head, you've actually got one of the dragon orbs there, the energy cores. It's easy to pop that out, and if that does come apart, you could just reattach it there. But yeah, really cool little orbs that appear in a bunch of the sets. Really like that. And then you just attach it back on very easily. And the mouth here, just to show you how wide it can open, it's a very, very big jaw that this thing's got. Also included is this build. It's called a Ninja Flyer. It's sort of like this little, I don't know, vehicle for Jay to fly around in. It's an interesting build. It's not really, I would say, designed to be that intricate. Like, you can't do much. You've got stud shooters here in the front that you can launch on each side, but you can't rotate them at all because this whole thing is meant to actually come apart and you expand on the dragon. I didn't talk about this before, but you've got this 2x2 sticker there with the lightning and Jay's symbol there. Anyways, so what you do, you take this apart. You saw me do that before. You detach this here from the side, this from the back, this from the back, and that from the side. And you got all these parts. Well, what do you do with them? Well, I'll show you. Little hinges here you might have saw. You attach them like this. Underneath the wings, you've got a spot right there for you to attach that. So let's do that on this side here as well. And then the stud shooters, you attach them just like this here. And you take the other one and you put it onto the other side like that. And then this, you need to make sure that the saddle's not on, but you take the base of the flyer there and you attach it like so. So overall, I like the idea of taking these spikes. It's sort of like, you know, the Evo dragons we've gotten before, but like putting the stud shooters there, I think is really cool. Adding to the wings as well with those gold pieces. I like that. I'm just not too sure about the center bit there. I think I prefer this saddle. Here's the Empress Mech, and I really love this thing. I wish that this was sold separately. Like, this is just such a cool design, and then seeing it as well in the show, like, oh, I really, really like it. It's really cool. This sword build as well, just so crazy looking. Like, look at that giant ring piece. That's so cool. And then this here, I love the piece there in transparent orange, as well as like this there in the center. You've got this little bottom ring there and that part. Like, from the back, you can't really turn that because it'll hit the shoulders as well as that tube. But I guess if I move it forward enough, you could do that, but not sure it's meant to do that. Starting down below here, the feet, they're not the largest, but I don't think that sort of compromises the strength and integrity here of this mech. Like, I've sort of posed it a bunch of different ways, even with the giant sword. It's still pretty strong. But yeah, I like the different shapes, the different parts, those little pyramid pieces there. This sticker there with the Imperium design looks so cool, as well as this little cloth here at the bottom. I think that's such a cool little addition here to this. The use of the superhero shoulder pieces there for the knees, I think, is very cool. The centerpiece here, it's from Ninjago. You just open it up, you take the Empress there, and you sit her on inside, and you close it pretty easily. I like the little guns there in gold. I haven't really seen them until this wave, so that's pretty cool. Zooming on out, I think I really like the shape and design of this mech because the arms are a little bit different. Like, you could see here how the shoulders are pretty similar, like the dark red bits there. But then this is a small shoulder. This has this giant shoulder with like the Imperium logo there on the side. But then also, like, it's got the tube coming out of the back and all the way into this giant arm, which has like these lights or something there. That's so cool. It almost looks like it's charging up. Like, this is like a sort of like an Iron Man repulsor blast or something. I'm not too sure. But again, this hand over here holding the sword looks really great too. And then in the back, you saw that piece before I was trying to spin it. Here is the Empress, the new villain for the new series, and I think she looks really cool. I love this transparent blade piece that a lot of the enemies have, as well as this shoulder piece. If you've seen the show, I love that I've been saying this whole time, oh, they all share the same piece. It's actually sort of a part of like the lore of living in Imperium and just what a great joke. And I can't believe I've been saying this the whole time. Anyways, the hairpiece there, it's pretty cool to have here in white. It doesn't fully cover the back of the head for the other expression, so not a fan of that. But removing all the gear there, you could see the torso a lot better, very detailed there. The face as well, I didn't talk about that, but like the markings look great. And on the back, you've got this angry fighting expression and the Imperium logo there as well. Here is Lord Roz, and he looks pretty great here with this tiger head there. I love the printing on that, the eyes and everything. The hammer build as well is the same that appears all throughout the different sets. By removing the head and the shoulder piece, you could see the detail there on the torso. I didn't talk about the legs, but that looks great too. It's got side arm printing, which is awesome. Really love that. And then also the Imperium logo on the back. Here's the Imperium Guard. This is actually exclusive to the set, being all in gold. I think it looks great to get these pieces there, especially the top headpiece in gold. I really like that a lot. The little claw piece and the whole build for that, that's nothing new. But removing the gear, you get a better look there at the head, as well as the torso and leg printing there. You can see the back, very, very detailed figure. Here is Sora, and she is one of the new characters from the new series. She looks really great. She's got the same wrap piece there for the neck that the other ninja have. You'll see that in a second, but she has a little bit of a different piece there for the top because of the cat ears there, as well as her hair. But removing all that, you could see that she's got a very detailed torso there. Same with the face. I love the color there for the eyes. And then on the back, she's got this angry fighting expression, as well as a cat symbol and a very detailed side arm printing there. Here is the new Zane minifigure, and he looks really great. I really like these new outfits for the ninja. So I didn't show this before with Sora, but the top piece is actually removable there. But removing it, here's a better look. It's got like this mask there. A lot of the ninja have that. He's got this angry expression, but on the other side, he's got this sort of generic upset face, as well as a cool dragon symbol there on the back. And here is Jay in his new outfit here as well. And removing all the gear, you can see he's got this smile. You can see his symbol there, by the way, on the torso on the front. And then also this angry expression there and that same dragon symbol, but with lightning around it. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Elemental Dragon versus the Empress Mech. I think that this is a pretty good set. Just personally speaking, I'm like giant meched and dragoned out, to be honest. So while this is, I think, a great looking dragon model, I think that the design of it's overall really good. I personally am just a little tired of it. I really like that mech though. I think it's very unique in its design. And I like that the main villain has a cool looking vehicle like that. But I probably wouldn't pick up this set, although it does have an exclusive minifigure, which would probably be one of the only draws, and the mech. And you get the main villain here too, so that's probably the best part of this set. But yeah, I don't know. Cool dragon. Just personally, not for me, but be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss out on future LEGO Ninjago set news and reviews just like this one. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.